Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Bangkok. It's dark outside and it's time for a new episode. And today I'm going to shoot the camera, the very camera that is filming me right now. It's the Lumix S5, but I'm not going to use the lens that is attached to the camera because it's a little bit too wide. So I'm going to use my Leica Summicron 28 that I usually use on my M6, but today I will adapt it to my Lumix S5 and I will use that for some street photography here in Bangkok in Chinatown at night. I might pop in a flash, let's see how it goes. But yeah, that's about it. More on the settings and everything else later on in the video. So without further ado, Lumix S5, 28 Summicron, Chinatown, Bangkok. Let's go. The plan was to shoot the 28mm Summicron, but after a few minutes I thought, hey, I don't feel it that today, so let's switch over to the 18mm f1.8 and use that with autofocus. Also this year there will be a bunch of new workshops coming, so you can see the dates on your screen right now. For more information, check out my website, the link will be in the video description. Alright guys, in case you have noticed, I switched to a different lens. I'm now using the lens that I'm filming on right now. It's the 18mm f1.8 and I'm shooting pretty much everything wide open. There's two reasons for it, because it's so dense, there's so many people that it makes it a little bit easier to get more in the frame. And also the minimum focusing distance on this one is much closer than on the 28 Summicron. So yeah, it's a lot easier to do this, and also it's a nice challenge to try out an extremely wide lens like this 18mm for street. Usually I would never do this because you need to get extremely close to people, but here I think it kind of works, and also the large aperture helps to blur the background and you get a really interesting look. So let's continue shooting here in Chinatown in Bangkok. You can hear me. The traffic here is pretty crazy. Oh my god, you have to be really careful not to get run over. But yeah, about the lens, usually I would never use an 80mm because it's just, you have to get way too close. So, I'm sorry. So you have to get way too close with an 18mm. Here you can get away because it's so dense that you can blend in. It's not a problem. But usually I would never use it. What about you? Would you use an 18mm lens for street photography to get really close? Let me know. I'm very curious to find out. I think most people would probably not even dare to try. But let me know. Have you tried it? Get really close. Let me know. So I'm curious to see what your experience is shooting a wide lens like an 18mm, maybe 20 or even wider on the streets somewhere. But let's continue shooting. If you want to know how I edit, I use my color profiles for Lightroom. If you're interested, the link will be in the description box down below, together with the link to my street photography zines. Alright guys, so far so good. I think it is pretty decent so far. So the autofocus I'm using is face detection, so the camera's picking whatever face it can find, or I'm using one area plus, and so it uses basically a certain area in the frame and it's looking for faces there to focus on. Haven't decided yet which one I prefer, but they work somewhat decent both. I don't know, I think it doesn't really matter in the end. So in terms of other settings, when I'm looking at the camera, so it's a video setting, so it's different. But I'm shooting auto ISO, 1/200, because things are not moving that fast, so it's okay. And auto white balance, yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not that much else I can tell you about. Not really. If you have further questions, of course, let me know in the comments down below. And I think the Lumix S5 is a pretty decent camera, even though some people think, oh, Lumix, blah, blah. It's not. It's a full-frame camera, so it's not a micro four thirds. And with this 18mm 1.8, it's a pretty powerful camera, to be honest. You can see it for the video quality you can get out of it. It's pretty insane. The autofocus it's okay. It's not the best, but it's pretty decent. In photo modus, it's much better than in video. In photo, I think you can do whatever. It's working just fine. All right, guys, let's continue. Let's get some more shots here in Chinatown in Bangkok. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you liked this episode, this very unusual episode with a lens that I would usually never use. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And as always guys, if you like this episode, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and also consider picking up one of my street photography zines. And we will see each other very soon in the next one. Until then, auf Wiedersehen.